This hand's a bit awkward, but I think we're going to keep it. Like, we don't have any creatures, which is kind of odd, but 4 spells, 3 lands is kind of ideal, and it's like the right land distribution we want to. Crop Sigil, okay. So probably black-green Delirium, I imagine. He didn't use it? That doesn't make sense. So, are we going to expose evil just to... Probably not. I imagine we're just going to wait. Okay, he used it that time. Maybe just accidentally didn't use it before. I'm really not sure. Alright, I think we'll expose some evil now. Because it seems like I'm probably going to have to draw a card here. Alright, well. I mean, I guess we have 2 combo pieces with it, right? Alright, so we can collective effort here. It's probably in our best interest to just kill the Predator and the Crop Sigil rather than put a +1/+1 counter on my guy. So let's do that. Feels like a bit of a waste, but unfortunately a necessity. Ooh, it's a tough card. Let's see here. We've drawn a lot of lands, haven't we? It's kind of surprising. Alright, well, I guess the play is, let's see. With 6 mana, can I spit out a dude plus Borrowed Grace plus Prey Upon? I guess so. This is not how you optimize your cards. I like 3-for-1ing myself. I'm a fan of that. Have we drawn lands every turn? No, that can't be. We've drawn lands every turn but the turn that we drew this standard, Thraben Standard Bearer. Hey, a card. Crazy. Alright, I guess we don't need lands anymore. Oh, shucks. If only I could give it Delirium. It'd be a big buff spell right now. Alright, guess we chump block. Alright, I guess that can trade with the Bloodbriar, I suppose. Alright. That's going to be able to trade with the Predator at some point here. Hmm. I think we're going to go to 1 here. What does that mean? I have to top deck a creature, I think. Alright. Alright. Got pretty annihilated there. That was an odd game. I feel like we just saw a bunch of lands and didn't do anything. Did open with a hand that didn't have any creatures, but we've got, what, 16 in the deck? That's not that low. It's a pretty reasonable amount, actually. So, did see the flyer, the rare flyer. Does that justify Clipwings? What are my other means to deal with it? Puncturing Light, which does not do a great job. Puncturing Light also does not deal with his Kessig Prowlers. Well, it does early, just not late. Silver Strike deals with it, but Clipwings is a little more... To be honest, I didn't think the Raven Standard Bearer was terrible there. It bought us turns while we kind of drew blank, but maybe we cut the Exposed Evil for the Clipwings just so we have a hard out to that Voldaren Pariah. That guy's pretty hardcore if you can't do anything about him. He's worth bringing in a card to deal with him, especially a proactive card to deal with him. Alright, let's try it again. We'll play first. These hands are... This hand is very awkward as well. I mean, kind of have the 2-card combo, I guess, if we proceed to just draw lands. So maybe it is worth trying to see if Standard Bearer can do something for us here. Alright, let's build a 1/1 army. I mean, technically I need 6 lands, but I've got plenty, and I've got a Borrowed Grace in hand, so I'm kind of incentivized to actually make some dudes at the moment. Alright, Consecrator. So how many 5-drops do I have? I have 3 cards that would require all these lands, so I can discard 1 more. And probably still be okay. Ooh. Hamlet Captain's a good draw. Alright, let's play the Captain. Okay. Used all of our resources pretty quickly here, but we're getting rid of 2 pretty important things, so I guess that's good news. It's actually not bad for us. We can swing with everything. Well. Alright. Guess that's a bit of a problem. Well, maybe not. Alright. Let's do it again. Top deck our way to victory through the mediocrity that was our opening hand. Let's be honest, Raven Standard Bearer did a pretty sizable chunk of that. Made that mediocre hand good. We also top decked like champions there. Alright. Yeah. That is something. I would have liked that clear shot for our deck, but what deck doesn't want clear shot? I guess a non-green deck. Expose Evil to stop the blocks. With a Clip Wing still. Is there something else I'm supposed to be cutting? Because I don't know what it is. Silver Strike does not seem great in our deck. I already said that, though. So it doesn't make it more or less true. It's just a true statement. Lunarch Mantle isn't very bad against clear shot, although his creatures probably, for the most part, are going to be bigger than ours. Probably. He's got a lot of non-humans, right? No, he has Stoic Builder. He's got the Pariah. He has the Captive. He has Bloodbriar. I still don't know if Repel's probably what we want, though. Just because I don't think we're going to be going to combat with a lot of trades. It seems like more often we're going to go into combat and I need like a trick. That's why I want to play the Expose Evil. I just don't know what I'm supposed to cut for it. It could actually be the Silver Strike. It's just so reactive in a deck that's trying to... But I think I just need it. I just can't kill Dread Knight, and I'm not going to be able to kill the Pariah. Yeah, Clip Wings is a necessity, too, for that reason. I could cut the Lunarch Mantle. Even Puncturing Light seems fine against both of his flyers, though, which is a reason to not cut that either. I mean, I can cut a creature, I guess. What's the worst creature in my deck? Maybe a Consecrator. Standard Bearer did a little work for us there, so I kind of liked it. Maybe the Woodland Patrol, but I actually need some 3-power guys in here. Prey Upon doesn't seem fantastic for us. I mean, we've got the Survivalist, the Provisioner, the Faith Bearers, which are all good with it. Which is a reason to keep it, to be honest, but... I guess we'll still hack the Expose Evil. I just don't know what I'm supposed to cut for it. I can't decide, and we've run out of time. Alright, this hand seems reasonable to me. Okay, so I can offer up the Standard Bearer to the Prowler. I'm probably okay with that. This doesn't strike me as a game where we're going to grind out. Does not make the best use of mana, I admit, but may keep the Prowler at bay, saving us some points of damage. Well, I'm happy with that trade. Alright, play the Cathar here. Alright. Bit awkward. He can flip this next turn too. Alright, let's trade a token and a Prey Upon for the Prowler then. Because I don't want to deal with this later. Well, I mean, the good news is he only has 2 cards left in hand. 1 card now, but I mean, he's going to have 2, but we don't know which one he's returning yet. I assume the Prowler? Maybe the Mornwillow. No, he did take a Prowler. Okay. All right. Still very winnable. Well, Pariah is going to be a problem. Hopefully I can rip a land here. That's a bit awkward. Alright. Well, I don't think he's going to play around Silver Strike, so let's take care of the Pariah now if we can. I can trade the Survivalist for the Prowler, so we definitely want to kill the Flyer here. Double Borrowed Grace is a bit awkward in hand. In the deck, I like it. Having both in hand is awkward, though, admittedly. I mean, I could theoretically take another hit for 4 here, because I am going to have to worry about that Captive. I think I'm actually going to take this one. I think it's in my best interest to attempt to eat the predator here. Well, yeah, I can't really play the Provisioner this turn. I think we got to be able to Borrowed Grace and eat the predator if we can. All right, so he can flip his captive. This is still quite awkward. If I had one extra land, it really wouldn't be awkward. All right, I think we actually play the Provisioner and swing for 6. If I threaten the double block, he can only kill 1. So actually, maybe it's better to just preserve our life total here. I mean, I've got the longer game plan going. I do have Collective Effort, which deals with that. But I probably need to deal with that. All right. Well, I mean, we're only losing one of our guys. He gets to draw a card, though. I have to take this. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but... All right. So I guess we kill this and buff our guy. We're going to take some Stoic Builder damage, but I think making our guy a 4/4 might ultimately be better for us, hopefully. All right, well, all right. Not bad, not bad. So let's see. If he were to, say, draw a Midnight Scavenger, and I was at 11 life, he would smash me for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not lethal. Okay. Well, that's good enough for me. This is kind of nice. So we can kill the Stoic Builder. Let's put these two front just in case he has a way to protect the Builder, so we still kill these two. Although he just gets the skeleton back, but that's all right. We're going to attempt to Puncturing Light the Builder here. Okay, that's pretty good for us here. So I'm debating whether I want to do the Fiend Binder or the Paladin here, because the Fiend Binder is going to be pretty valuable next turn with the Borrowed Grace. It could actually just put the game away, I think. So I think I'm going to do that. I mean, if we can get in for an extra 6 points of damage or 4 points of damage, that should definitely be enough. All right. Obviously, opponent understands that as well. I guess the idea was if he's not blocking, then might as well attack. We still don't quite have lethal, though. I was thinking opponent probably shouldn't be playing all the lands in case he gets the Dread Knight. Unless he has a bunch of need for all those lands. It's to 1 life. So it can bring back Observer. Well, he's got to bring back. You would have to have 2 more creatures to bring back, right? That's just not enough. All right. Well, we got there, surprisingly. It felt like, I don't know. I was a little worried there in game 3, but we were able to draw the land in time, make use of Silver Strike profitably, take a bunch of beats from that Prowler until we could finally, like, we were just slowly using Borrowed Graces to, and the spell still came up huge, even when it's at its most awkward, where you don't have creatures on board and you have 2 in your hand. Still, eventually, we were just able to stabilize, thankfully due to Faithbearer Paladin gaining us all sorts of life and get there. And let's be honest, collective effort did some work for us as well. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you in round 2.